Good morning, everyone. It is Wednesday, December 4th, 2013. I'm out in California, and I think we have some people from New York and all over the country. I just hit the record button. So thanks for joining me on our demonstration webinar. The purpose of this is to give you a quick overview of what our training does and how it works. As a way of beginning, when I was at the NAR convention, some of my clients had volunteered to give me some testimonials. Joan Doctor is president of Prudential Fox and Roach Realtors. I think they have 2,000 agents in their company, and had a video with her, and she said, of all the products that they bought or they've used, our training department loves it, our managers love it. It's been the most popular thing that she's purchased. Wade Webb with Royal LePage up in Kelowna does a Knox Rocks training. He actually sets up a 10-week training course using our videos and just loves it. He shows 3 videos in a morning, has a discussion, does role plays, and he does it once a week. And I think he actually charges his agents to attend, so he offsets the cost of our subscription. Michael Saunders, a great classy lady from Florida. Her managers use it. They do what she calls brown bag lunches with their new agents. She finds it enormously useful and likes the fact that it's entertaining. So to give you an overview of what I'm going to do on this quick webinar, and like I say, I'll probably try to do it in 17 minutes or so. What I'm going to do is give you my background for those of you who don't know me, overview of the training. I'll take you on a tour of the website. I'll show you how to do application measurement, how to get the agents engaged. That's always the challenge with anybody. And what the subscription pricing is. Just to maybe get that out of the way, for an office of up to 25 agents, it's $147 a month, about the price of cable TV. And for an office of up to 47 agents, it's $177 a month. So pretty reasonable to have access to 283 videos, about $3.5 million worth of production. Now, the system was created by me, although we have about 70 faculty in the system. And I want to tell you my background only because that you're getting the benefit of that in this training. I was a CRS instructor for probably 15 years, and I actually authored 3 of the courses, CRS 201, 2, and 3, and had some help from other people. And all of that knowledge is in our system. I was the national training director for Merrill Lynch Realty based in Stamford, Connecticut, 83 through 87, and I helped write their entire training program. So I've had that background and experience creating training. Been a NAR presenter for 25 years. I should change that. It's 26. And I believe I heard rumor this year that Bob Wolf and I were the top 2 rated speakers at NAR this year. So it'll be interesting to verify that. And I've been doing my own seminars and videos for 23 years. And in 2011, Riz Media presented me the On the Shoulders of Giants Award to, I guess, compensate for my 25 years of contribution. So let's get to the point. What is Real Estate Training by DavidKnox.com? It is online real estate videos. They're not webinars. What you and I are doing right now is a webinar. And after 15 minutes, both of us will have had enough of it. Listening to a disembodied voice over PowerPoint slides, it works for a while and you can get some things done that way, but it's really not the best way to train. And it certainly isn't very entertaining to do it that way. So I have tried to avoid webinars. The only exception to that is we have some screen capture technology. There are 243 sales videos and 43 management videos. And that's the other unique part about our training is we actually cater to the managers on recruiting, decruiting, coaching, and training. We do new videos every month. We guarantee at least one. I think the lowest we've ever uploaded was maybe 1, but I think this month we did 2 or 3. We've done as high as 5 videos. So you're going to get current, fresh material every month. And then, so the site gets more valuable every month, you remember. The videos range from the shortest of 8 minutes up to the longest of 23 minutes, and we average at 12. And our members said right about the 12-minute mark, agents' eyes glaze over. So we try to now cut them at 12 minutes. They are on demand 24 hours a day, isn't online. And they all contain support materials in PDF, Word, Excel, you name it. And I want to make a point on the support materials. Not only are there outlines for the video, but they're materials people can actually use in the field with customers and clients. And they're organized by topic and by experience, and I'll show you that in a second. Why do people consider online training? These are what some of our members say. I want to hear it from somebody else for a change. I'm tired of being the one that says it. For some people, their current training materials were outdated, and they just don't have time to create training. They're too busy managing, recruiting, running an office, deal doctoring. Last thing they want to do is build training. Why in the world would you want to do that? I've already done it. It's difficult to motivate my agents, I've heard people say, and that is and always will be a challenge. They need to keep up with their top people. Most people in management today came out of sales, so now they're not selling anymore, and their agents get ahead of them in the sales world. So one of the ways to keep up with them is to let somebody else provide fresh training. And a lot of people say, gosh, I just want to get back to recruiting and managing instead of deal doctoring and doing all this other stuff. So there is a video that has, I won't play it right now, but it's a video on the homepage of realestatetrainingbydavidknox.com. You can click on member comments. And here some of our top members take, I think the whole video is 56 seconds, and you can hear how they like our training. The way our members use it, a big use is for what they call instant sales meetings. I've called it the PPP method. Plan a meeting, print out an outline, and play the video. You don't have to labor for hours trying to figure out what you're going to do for your next sales meeting. Just labor a few minutes and figure out what topic would be good for them. Search it in our system, print out the outline, put it on their chairs, invite them in, start the meeting on time, have coffee and donuts, and you have an instant sales meeting. You start with the discussion, you show the video, you have another discussion, and if you really want to make it powerful, have a role play after that. One of the ways to increase attendance at training is A, have training, B, make it good, make it fun. At NAR, I did a presentation called How to Make Your Sales Meetings Rock. And a couple of things that we really agreed upon that work: start on time, end on time. Today, I delayed the webinar for a few minutes because I saw people logging in. And if you felt any anxiety, like, oh, come on, let's go, well, then you know how people feel. So increase attendance at training with starting on time, ending on time. And by the way, coffee and donuts. People will always come for that. If you're hiring new agents, oftentimes they come in at odd times, and you can use our online new agent training track and get them started right away. And if they're still working on getting their license or in their current job, you can still be training them in the evenings. As I mentioned, some people do multi-week coaching programs using our videos. Some do, I have one company, I think she calls it Thursday Rocks with David Knox. And they have an experienced agent lunch, and it's an elite agent. The only people who can attend are people who have sold X million in the last year, and you pick what X is. And they do experienced agent 1-hour meetings. It's a benefit to offer your recruits, and it's an objective third party teaching your agents what to do. I want to give you an overview of the series before we go to the site. There are 5 video series in there, and we use codes to identify them. The Mentor series, code MS. This was done in 1999. When you see it, it looks a bit dated because it is, but if you listen to it on radio, you would never, ever know it was done in 99. The words are perfect. The seminar is perfect. The demonstrations are perfect. The only thing that changes is my hair color changed. And I'm debating whether to reshoot the seminar portion of it. But a lot of our members say, no, we love your training. So we love the Mentor series. We followed that with what's called Real Estate Live. And the difference was that we went out in the field and videotaped real agents, real clients, real customers in actual transactions, and brought reality television to training. So when your agents say, oh, that's not realistic, well, this time they can't say that because it's an actual contract getting signed. We do what I call KFT, Knox First Tuesday. First Tuesday of every month, we upload a brand new video. It's usually something that our members have requested. It's some current issue going on in the market, and a lot of them have been by request. So if you guys come up with an idea as members and say, gosh, we really need a video on this, that, or the other thing, that's what the Knox First Tuesdays are about. We do a live seminar series. Some people, like the live concert. Some people like the studio. Live has more energy, more fun, more humor, more audience interaction, but it doesn't get to the point quite as quickly as you know. And sometimes, hey, live is fun. And for the managers in your team, KMT Knox Management Training. So also, we have a faculty of top agents. These are some people who've appeared in our Real Estate Live series. And, this is a screen montage of all the different people, top industry experts and speakers and top agents. I think we have more than 70 people in there who participate in our training. So it's a varied site. Every time you get in, you're going to see somebody new, somebody different, somebody current, and your agents really, really respond to reality. Here's another guy. I think he was also one of the top ranked speakers at NAR this year, Jack Cotton. Classy guy, deals with multi-million-dollar properties, written a book on selling luxury homes. He appears in, I think, 10 or 11 of our videos. He's just really popular. I believe that 5 minutes of show me is worth 5 hours of tell me. So we demonstrate the skill rather than some talking head saying, you should ask open questions. We actually see me, in this case, in the Mentor Series, role playing with actors demonstrating the skills. In Real Estate Live, here's Cindy Sanders with a real husband and wife who's upside down on a property, and she deals with them in real time. You can see the pain, you can feel it when they talk about being upside down. I talked about the support materials. Our current video on For Sale by Owner, we have 3 support materials. We have some questions that agents should be asking their For Sale by Owners in a meeting. I have a great sheet that compares the marketing of what an agent does versus what an owner does. And it's actually in Microsoft Word, so it can be edited. And I have a chart that agents can use with any seller demonstrating the steps of residential marketing and then rate their experience and ability to perform those. So I'm going to take you live to the site. Where to go? I know it's up here someplace. Well, all right. Here we go. When you become members, I assume you would save a little bug and call it RET login. You would go to our login page. Sorry, I do not want to update my computer now. Go into the login page, and you can see news that we post. Anytime we have new videos or something goes on, I post a little news. And you and or your agents log in with your email and a password. And when you log in, the first thing you see is a couple of news items. And if you're done with them, you can click them out of the way. And what you see here is a nice, clean, simple interface. What you look at in the main part is the new videos organized by what is new. And by clicking on the video, that's how you play it. When you click here, you will play it. I'm not going to play it too long, but I'll just show you how it works. Depending on your bandwidth, it takes 3 or 4 seconds to start. And this is a video I do at the beginning of every month called What's New for the Current Month. Before I tell you about this month's videos, I would like to welcome you to the holiday season. It is a great time to connect with family, friends, and clients. Okay, I'll stop the video there. Video coming across a webinar, it gets kind of jerky because video is 30 frames, webinar is 15. But I want you to look over here. Every video has these support materials, and one of the most popular for our members is right here, the Knox topics, either by series or by curriculum. I'll show you the one by curriculum. It downloads in PDF. It opens, and here are our current 283 topics by curriculum. So in prospecting, and by the way, right now I'm recommending that agents get into KFT, Knox First Tuesday 60, on creating their business plan for 2014. That needs to be done now in December. Do not by January, it's way too late. The year started. So these are all the videos on prospecting, and you see we have an open house, for sale by owner, lead management, luxury real estate, client events, things like that. Listings clearly has been a huge influx of videos for this year on how to get more listings. So we have the basic getting started, preparation for listings, active involvement, value-added selling, how to avoid the commissionectomy, pricing. Here is watching a real agent in a listing presentation from beginning to end. Jack Listings pre-listing process right there. If some agent were to take a look at his pre-listing process, that video alone is worth the price of our subscription for a year. It is a process that is so complete and so powerful that there's no way an agent's going to lose a listing following that process unless they make some huge mistake after that. Then, so more, look at all these on listing, lots of them. Then we have a whole section on buyers, closing, objections, negotiating, and getting down to the bottom on technology, dealing with social media, digital cameras, Facebook, things like that. The author of Facebook Me is one of our contributors, and he does a screen capture technology on Facebook quite a bit. So that is the topic list. Let's go to another video here. Take you to KFT 67. This has been a real popular video. Bob Wolf, one of the top realtors in America, participated in a lot of our video shoots. And in fact, let's see what they say here. I click on comments. These are live comments. Great to see a top producer in action. Bob's a consummate pro. You can take a look at all of these comments. By the way, I'll show you something. If you go to our redtdk.com homepage, if you want to click right here on the feedback tab, these are actual feedback. This is the real feedback posted by video by time. So here we are. It's December 4th. Yesterday, the last comment was uh, put up there. So you can scroll down and see real feedback from real agents on real videos. Here's one where the video stopped, and so they were concerned about the video stopping. So I saw that in the morning. So I said, "Hey, I'm sorry, it's annoying. Here's 3 ways to fix it." Then I called the person, emailed them, and he said, "Thanks for the email. You practice what you preach." We got his video working, and he was happy. So it's a great way for me to stay in touch with people. Oh, and also, let me see what members say. Right here, click on that video, and you can hear some of their feedback. The other thing that we have in our videos is our support materials, as I've mentioned. So when they click on the support material, here's the outline that opens up. One of the ways managers use that is prior to a meeting, you don't want to watch the whole video to see if it's good for the meeting. So instead, you can just go to it, open the outline, scroll through it, and see if that's a video you want to show. Let me scroll down. Let's go back here. I'm going to click recently added, and that clears out all the searches and sorts. And we're back to the beginning here. Next, let me show you how to pick videos. We can do it by a search word. Let's say you're having commission objections. Click on commission, click search. And here are all the videos that we have that deal with commission objections. So if you're having commission objection issues, you will not have them anymore after subscribing to our training. I don't even know how many videos that is, 10, 15 videos, but it is a great way to deal with commission objections. Listings. If you click on listings, you click on this curriculum, and all the videos that relate to listings will populate in the list area. The good news is there are a lot of videos. The bad news is there are a lot of videos, and it could get confusing. So to make it simpler, we have done pull down menus. So if you go to listings, you can see the subcategories right there. So maybe you want to focus on seller counseling because that's the key part of getting sellers engaged. You click on that, and now there's a more manageable list. Still quite a few videos, but they are great videos for teaching owners or teaching agents how to handle the first few minutes of a listing. You can, let's go, what's another one? Prospecting. Here's the prospecting, getting started for your new agents, dealing with referrals. That's a big issue. So here we are, Mentor Series, establishing a referral system. Real Estate Live focuses on that, contact management. So once again, these are all of our videos on dealing with referrals. As far as presenters go, sometimes people say, "Hey, I really like, what Bob Wolf had to say." So they go to featured agents, click on Bob Wolf, and you will see all the videos that Bob appeared in. You can also do it by experience. I've created these curriculum for new agents. So if you got hired a new person, click on new agents. There's the curriculum. The number one, most basic, most fundamental video in our entire system is MS01, Mentor Series 01, Introduction to Prospecting. It is the most watched video in the system, and it is one that all agents start with and get off the blocks. In fact, I'm just going to click on this and see. We've got 23 comments on this one. You can see the rating stars, 5, 4, 5, 5, 5, 5, 4, 4, etc. And then here is, oh, you know what? I'm going to show you something else. Right here. Oh my gosh, I hit my own download limit. I've been doing it too much. I have to reset my limits. Let me go to the outline instead. By the way, we do have a download and a views limit, but it's per video per person. And I think only in 4 years, we only had 8 people hit it. But this is the outline for Mentor Series 01. It's got some questions you can use in a workshop, things like that. I'm trying to think what else I can show you. I'm going to go back to my PowerPoint to see what I might show you next. We have 5 player speeds from high definition down to a very, very slow progressive download if you happen to be on one of the old T1 lines. I showed you can search by keyword. You can play it on an iPad or an iPhone. In fact, I want to show you something. Let me get a hit here. As of today, we now have in the iTunes store the Knox training app. It is in beta form right now. So you are the second group of people to even hear about it. And this is what the icon looks like. We are in the process of fixing 3 features on it. We have to fix the search feature and a couple of other things. It does work. If you remember, and you have downloaded this app, once you log in, as you know with apps, you don't have to re-log in. And you and or your agents could watch videos on the iPad, iPhone, in front of a house, whatever you want to do. If you want to go to iTunes and do a search on Knox training, you may download it. Now, you have to be a member in order for it to work. We may be, in fact, come to think of it, I might build a free trial into that. That would be a good idea. But I just want you to know that's where we're going in the future. So every agent could sit in front of a house, open their iPad, click on the app, pick seller counseling or commission objection, and play it right on their iPad. So we're really getting out there ahead of the curve. One of the questions we get all the time is, how do I get my agents to watch? That's the most asked question I've ever heard in my life. Now, how do I get my agents to watch? And the cynical part of me says, well, leadership. I mean, how do you get your agents to do anything? The reason all of us are in management is because agents don't do things on their own. That's why they're agents. That's why we're managers. So we need to get people to do things through leadership, through feedback, through coaching, through modeling. And it's a challenge. And that's why not everybody's cut out for management. But to subscribe to our program and hope that all of your agents will magically tune in and magically pick a video and then magically memorize everything in it and role play and rehearse with themselves and go about and get listings and sales and create company dollar without you doing anything. We have all dreamt about that forever. It doesn't happen. So we need to guide the agents into watching videos. So here's how we do it. Number one, playing the videos in meetings and training. By showing a video in a group meeting, even if it's only 3 or 4 agents, it multiplies the power of the video because now they have to talk about it. They discuss, they agree, they disagree. And then you can role play the skill that was demonstrated in the video. Then after they see it in meetings, they go, hey, you know what? I want to see part 2 of that. And then you can say, look, part 2, you guys can log in and watch it on your own. We have some members that actually assign the video prior to it. We have a broadcast link. Let me take you to that. Let's say I find, I'm going to go back to, let's see, I'm going to go back to recently added videos. And our latest video is on for sale by owners. So maybe over here, I click on email link to video. I click here to open my default email client, and I'm going to email it to myself. So I'm going to email this to myself. So imagine this was a broadcast to all the agents in your office, and you could say, hey, this is a great video. You guys were having a tough time with for sale by owners. Click here and watch this video. And you send that out to everybody. And rather than waiting for it to come back, I'm going to pretend that this was sent to me. So your agent gets the email. They click on the link. Bingo. Goes right to the video you just sent them. Now, I need to remind you, if they're not logged in, they go to the login page first, then it goes to the video. And here's the worksheets I was telling you about. Let's see, here's the outline. So if you're doing a meeting on this, you can take this outline, print it out. It's marked where part 1 and part 2 is. So maybe do part 1 this Tuesday, part 2 next Tuesday. Let's go back to here. Create your own custom curriculum. I'll show you that in a minute, including in your training outlines, provide PDF handouts to create interest. We talked about the Thursday Rocks with David Knox. By the way, I want to, if you guys would do a screenshot of this and go to that link, www.retdk.com/static/webinars. Every first Monday, we do a member webinar for administrators and managers. And this time we had Kathy Brooks, who is a branch vice president at Coldwell Banker Residential in Baltimore. She has an office of 80 agents, loves the training, really uses it. In fact, she was the one who encouraged the entire company to sign up, which they did. And if you'd like to hear how she uses it, you're welcome to go watch this webinar. Go to the 7-minute mark and you will be able to see what she said. I'm going to go here. In fact, I'm going to open a new window. I'm going to go to RETDK webinars. So this is the page that's public. You don't have to log in to watch this, but you can just click play, drag the playhead to the 7-minute mark, and you can hear what Kathy has to say. In fact, I'm going to go here. I'm going to post this. I hope you can all see that. I just typed it in the questionnaire, so you can copy paste that link and watch the webinar. But I highly recommend you watch it because she is a real manager, really using this, and she talks about how she does it. In fact, I'm going to do one more thing. This is her PowerPoint presentation. Um, Sorry, I'm balancing two things here. This is her actual presentation that she used yesterday in our meeting. She talks about her group trainings, emailing support. She holds the first Tuesday meeting. She described how she does her new age training, her elite workshop for her top agents. She talked about how, for new agents, training is often like drinking through a fire hose. So she talks about how she helps with that. We do a thing called MPF, Model Practice Feedback, where you first show somebody how to do it, you let them practice, and then you give them feedback. And one of the best ways is through a training I call I practice, small I, capital P, and you use your iPad as a way of videotaping a role play, playing it back, and giving them feedback. And one of the things Kathy said was when she came back from NAR, she realized that each potential lead is worth 7,500, so you better be practicing your skills. And these are some of the videos that she uses for her boot camp from the Mentor Series, which is just a great program for new agents. So let's go back here. Pretty soon I'm going to pause and let you guys ask some questions. Yeah, some of this gets into the back end of how you manage your users and manage their views and add and things like that. And it may be premature for me to take you through that, but suffice it to say, we have ways for you to add users one at a time or in a batch. And I think what you'll find this whole program, I think it's amazingly inexpensive considering what you get. It's easy to use, it's fun and educational, and it saves you from ever having to create another training session other than training for your own company specific points of difference. And I really believe that that you're losing more money on a monthly basis just by agents being untrained and not responding to leads. You take a look at a home cable TV, $100, $200 a month. For about that, you can train your whole agents. If you're to buy all of our DVDs, it'd be about $3,000 in office, and you'd only have a third of what we offer online. Trainers 50 to 70 grand a year, 3 to 4 million is what we have invested in this. So when you sign up for a training, it's like going zero down monthly lease. We do not require a long-term contract. I believe enough in the service that once you sign up, that you'll enjoy it and stay with us. So it's a 2-month minimum, 30-day cancel. And this is the page of subscriptions. And in taking a look at who's signed up, I know we have one office there at 25, so you'd be 147. I see one of you at the 47. That's 147, 177. And Larry, I know you have a much larger company than that, so we can quote some of those. So what I'm going to do is go back to the site here and just pause and allow you guys to ask some questions. In fact, this actually concludes the formal part of the webinar. And what I'm going to do is stop the recording, and then we are free to answer some questions. So for those of you listening to this recording, thanks for joining me. If you have questions, you can email me, David at davidknox.com.